Alright, five things learned. Manchester City 3, Manchester United nil. Wi-Fi's being a piece of shit today, so we're gonna have to do this by ourselves. Um, I think we can start from the back and then move forward, but let's go with Donnarumma. I think he brought a lot of energy to the team. Um, Kind of what we saw in prior years when the defense was at its peak and at its most lethal, and when we won things like the Champions League, that because of it. Um, the energy seemed to be there with this collective of defenders, and I think that's a big part to play in just where we're going. Pep said it in his post-game preview, that post-game press conference, that that energy is something that he needs moving forward, and the tactics will come into line after that. This is more important, and I fully agree with that. Number two, um, let's go with O'Reilly and Kusuna. We'll pair them in together. Both of them are playing out of position fullbacks. I think they both really put in a shift. Um, Kusanov was aggressive, a little too aggressive at times, but that aggression was needed, especially in a derby. O'Reilly looked defensively solid, probably the most solid he's been in his career at left back. Um, yeah, they were great. Probably the two options going forward for the next couple of weeks in those positions, if we had to guess. Aitnour's out. Nunez or Rico can play against Arsenal, I believe, but Kusanov had a good showing, so it might be him. Third, I think, would be that Rodri is a little bit rusty. He still needs to get back into the flow of things. Still needs to get back up to match speed. There were a lot of misplaced passes and just overall not up to the speed of the game that he needs to make up for that. And then I think on top of that, we attack on Reinders needs to get adjusted as well. Um, Not a terrible game statistically, but with just watching, there was a couple ridiculously misplaced passes that hoping go away as he gets more adjusted to the speed of the Premier League. Four, um, Foden. Foden's hopefully back. That was a statement performance, I think, just because of everything going on last year, our woes as a team, his woes as a player, and then also just the fact that we didn't get a win off United last year. And he starts that off, and we kind of piggyback off of that to keep going in that performance. I think is great. So shout out to him, and hopefully he can keep doing that. I'm trying to keep this one short because it's just me, and there's no review to talk about after. Um, I will do Holland as number five. I think he was energy, the energy we needed on both sides of the ball, making runs forward, but also getting involved defensively with headers out, just clearing it, and also just the fact that yes, we did have the nice reaction, save from Donnarumma, and then the excitement from the defenders after that. But you have Holland running multiple tens of yards to go dap up Donnarumma, and I think that that shows a lot about the mentality. So that was great. I think special mention for Doku at number six. If we wanted to do that, he was great. He got two assists. Looked really strong in his take-ons, in his defense. Just overall, two assists is great from him. I need more GNA from him as it goes on, and hopefully they go to Holland. Thank you.